Alright guys, welcome back to another update. Thank you guys for tuning in. As you can see, I have pretty much closed in all of South America. As promised, I'm staying true to my discipline here. I will not be crossing over into America, which will be a good sign of diplomacy for those who are in America. They'll say, oh, okay, well, you know what? Since he's not going through there, we can relax and focus on something else. But we are going to take that island. We're going to take all the surrounding islands now that we have pretty much acquired all of South America. By acquiring all of South America, I can now mobilize my troops. I can build my economy. Now, I'm going to tell you something about South America that I really kind of don't like. South America, the game is this is a very interesting game. Now, I learned something very important about different economies. And I'm learning something about the natural resource that each economy has. I've taken all of Australia before. I've taken, and now I've gotten all of South America. And they both are great nations to take over the whole continent, but you will always be limited in various ways when you take South America or if you take Australia, either one. Those are very small continents, number one. Of course, South America is bigger than Australia, but these are small continents. And not only are they small continents, they have limited resources. You don't realize it until the game gets a little bigger, and then you start trying to expand and you start playing against other large nations, and then you realize how small you are in comparison to other nations like Asia, Africa, and Europe. These nations are humongous, and they have an enormous amount of resources. So having South America is great, but you're still small in comparison to the whole globe. So somebody that's in Europe, they will expand and be a lot stronger than you if you're in South America, because of the land mass, the resources. You get more energy, more oil. It's just so much more that you'll get. South America, I notice you get a lot of food, but you don't get a lot of energy. That's another key component. You may get a lot of food and fish, but you won't get a lot of energy, which is the expensive part of the game. Energy is what costs the most. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys. Now that I've acquired all of South America, I will be growing, but again, like I say, it's not going to be at that rapid pace that I would like it to be because of the limited resources, and it's going to take some time to build up this economy. But one mistake that I used to make when I first started playing this game was not focusing on my economy. So this game, I will focus on building this economy up. How do you do that? How do you build up this economy? Well, you need to stay tuned, because I'm going to show you how important it is to build your economy, and how building your economy early is one of the most vital and most important aspects of this game that I have underestimated, but now I'm fully aware of how important it is to build your economy. So if I had to use some kind of comparison right now, South America, as it is right now, is to me, I would consider it to be a third world country on this game at this moment in comparison to the other countries. Why is it a third world country? For one, not enough forts, not enough infrastructure, plenty more buildings that need to be built, um, plenty more forts that need to be built. We need barracks. We need airports. So we're very underdeveloped. And these things will require what? Energy. It's going to require oil. It's going to require gas. And these are the things that who has a whole lot of? Europe. Who also has a lot of good natural resources? Africa. Who else has a lot of resources that they acquire because of the large landmass? Asia. So I will be having to go through the stock market. I will have to barter. I will have to trade on the market to get more oil and more gas and more coal. Now I am South America. We produce a lot of food, but we're lacking in the area of energy. And we do produce a lot of wood and metal. We produce a lot of wood and metal as well. But these are cheap commodities in comparison to the energy. And it will reflect later on in the game. These are the technical parts of the game, guys, that I'm going to share with you that you need to think about if you get to this point in the game. You got to think about, okay, if I'm in South America, great. I got all of South America, but now I have to think about the fact that I'm going to need to get more oil. I'm going to need to get more gas. I'm going to need to get more coal from these other countries. Because I don't produce enough in South America to do what I want to do as far as expanding my military. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Just something to think about. So stay tuned. If you have any questions, any concern, let's talk about it. If you have a comment, if you disagree with something I said, leave a comment, let me know, and we'll get back into it. Stay tuned for the next video. Later.